Hi Aries, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your May 2020 general reading. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you are new to my channel, welcome all my new subscribers. Vibe Tribe, love you something serious. Whether or not this video resonates with you, it's always a good idea to go watch your moon, rising, and Venus sign just to kind of help either put the pieces of the puzzle together or get different aspects of what's going on in your environment. But again, these are general messages, so they may not apply to everyone. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. If you need to get in touch with me for any reason, all my information is down below in the description box. You can reach me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. I am doing channeled messages this month, so I won't be doing tarot, but I'm already picking up a lot from you, Aries, and just breathe. Just breathe, Aries. I feel that you have a lot of either responsibility or a lot of weight on your shoulders right now. There seems to be kind of this heaviness, especially within the heart area. It almost feels like a grieving. But one of the visions that I had was of this pretty expansive river, but the water seemed to be a little turbulent, so that tells me a little bit about the emotions and what's going on. And it kind of seems that with the water being in a rushing sense, there might be a situation that has occurred. I feel like someone's either gained information or just kind of has like an intuitive sense about something going on in their life. I kept hearing like, please let me be right. So there seems to be this sense of control. And one of the things that I heard when I was seeing the river, because there was some obstacles in the way, but the more that like I saw Aries going down the river, the more you try to control it, Aries, the worse it's going to be. Allow yourself to flow and set yourself free. That's what they were telling me, verbatim. So whatever that may mean for you, don't try to control the outcome. Don't try to control the information. I feel like you're trying to prove something right, and it's causing quite a bit of upset within your energy field. And I do feel like there's a resistance or some sort of disconnection within the home or family life. So there's a lot that needs to be settled. Like I'm hearing finalization. So there might be some dead ends that need to be cleaned up. Someone might need to have boundaries set, these kind of things, in order to kind of keep the peace, so to say, or so to speak. So one of the things, and that's the thing, like I feel like I'm kind of struggling with my words. Like I can see and feel it very quickly, or see very clearly, but I'm having a hard time actually verbalizing what I'm picking up on. So if your emotions are running rampant and you're trying to follow your intuition and trust your instincts about someone or something, sometimes our emotions can kind of distort what messages we're actually receiving. So it's really important that you center yourself, ground yourself, be more present with self, and try to see things from more of a diplomatic view. Like, what can you do to kind of smooth things over, but make sure no one's being taken advantage of at the same time? And I feel like you're going to be the peacekeeper in some of this, and some of you may not. Some of you might have someone come in and just kind of, realign you if your emotions are too out of whack. But with all this responsibility and the weight that I'm feeling, it's just causing a lot of pressure for you, Aries. So, But with that message that they're giving you, the more you try to control it, the more chaos that's going to ensue. And you have to understand, you can't control anyone or anything. There are certain experiences where we can control our response to it, but I feel like right now the best thing to do is become the observer and then take action once you have focused on what a clear solution will be. And that doesn't mean being a doormat or giving in to someone because it's too much drama. It's just focusing on what you can do to make sure that you don't pour more fuel on the fire. Because let's be honest, we don't want to get an Aries pissed off, but the pouring the fuel on the fire will only make matters worse, and you know that. So there's got to be some sort of middle ground here where you can still speak up, still set your boundaries, and still put plays into action, but not come at it in an aggressive or like a condemning view, right? I feel like leaving judgment out of it, because obviously if there's someone in your life that's doing things that are unjust, then you got to face it where you can and meet it where it's at, but on your own terms, right? Like, you don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to say yes if you don't really want to. But this is a really strong time for you to realize that everyone has their own right to show up how they want, and we might not always agree with it, but at the same time, you have the ability to show up in a different way than you have before. I feel like this situation is going to be more of one of those things where you will get more if you stand firm, but more gently instead of aggressiveness. So, um, I also feel like a lot of this, especially the confusion or the distortion, has a lot to do with relationships. So, any kind of relationship or connection in your life, um, could be more associated around family or close relatives, but it also has to do with your enlightenment. I feel like a lot of you are having very strong spidey senses. You're noticing the changes in your frequency, you're noticing the shifts within your body and within your intuition, but some of you are still kind of either not sure or not clear on what your gifts are, how to hone in on them, how to strengthen them, how to use them in your day-to-day life. And some of you feel like the enlightening process should be a little quicker, and that could be another form of control. But listen, you are unfolding at the pace you were meant to, okay? And you will know and you will be presented with the opportunities when it comes time for you to hone in on that gift or learn that lesson. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't give yourself too much crap about, oh, this person's here and that person's there and I'm here. Like, everyone has their place and everyone has their pace. So just make sure that you are being gentle with yourself through the process, but don't be afraid to check yourself if you feel like you're getting out of alignment, and tapping into other people's energies too. Like, being an empath, which I feel like a lot of you are picking up frustrations from other people, from the collective consciousness, and it's really important that you really know yourself well enough that when you ask, is this mine, then you can say yes or no and be okay with that answer, whatever that may be, right? So release the attachment to the outcome, center yourself, calm your emotions, look at it as an observer. Do not get wrapped up in the bullshit, guys, and make sure you stand firm, but with a kind heart. Do not give in to the aggression this month, because I feel like whatever this situation is, it's being taken very personally. Okay, so make sure you're aware of that. It does not have anything to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And, if you feel like you're getting wrapped up in it, take accountability for your actions and the way that you responded, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself and your priorities first and foremost. Okay, so might be a good time to do like a salt bath, do some crystal healing, do some Reiki, clear that energy, clear your space, kind of reset the energy. Okay, reset the energy of your space and of your emotional body so that you can see things more clearly, because if the emotions get distorted, then it can become very foggy and very unclear very quickly. Okay, so I hope these messages resonate with you. If they do, make sure to like this video, share with your friends, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates. And if anyone needs more clarity on your personal situation, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. Talk to all of you soon. Bye.